Welcome to Rob's Car Picks. This is Rob Lofaris. What I thought I'd do tonight is something a little special, just show you what my saved inbox looks like on Facebook Marketplace, type of cars that I look at every day. I spend a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace. I spend more time on Craigslist, go on Bring a Trailer every day. I'm on Hemmings. I do this quite a bit. So what I thought I'd do is just give you a little bit of an understanding. Oh, and if you like this YouTube channel, please subscribe. We're looking to grow this channel as well. So let me take you through my Facebook saved profile here. So here's my average day. This is what I pull out. These cars, if I continue to look at them, I'll put these on our Facebook page and make a post out of these. And we have 10,300 members on our Facebook group page. That's a private group. And there's a link on our main page on YouTube, if you want to join that Facebook page, group page. And then I have a regular Facebook page, Daily Classics, where I have another 6,500 people. So we have like almost 18,000 people that look at all these cars that we pull out all day, and a very active, private Facebook group that you'll enjoy if you join up. So these are the type of cars that I look at and find, and the best ones are the ones that I put on my page. So tonight I'll go through these a little bit more, and I thought I'd take you through why I pull these cars out. Here's a 1991 Chrysler New Yorker. It's up here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. These were great cars. I worked for National Car Rental back then. I used to drive these cars home all the time. They are really very comfortable, very well riding cars. They're definitely a little bigger in the rear. The rear platform stretched about an inch, 2 inches, gives you a little bit more leg room back there. Very well mannered cars. This car has 129,000 miles, which is a lot for a V6 engine. He's only asking $4,000. It looks to be very original, meaning that it doesn't come across as being a car that was repainted or restored. It's got that crushed velour interior. Actually, I like that better than the leather interior as the cars age. And these are very well mannered cars. And I know a lot of folks think the things are K cars and things like that, but they're not. Car looks a little dusty on the inside. Maybe he lives in a dusty area, or he just doesn't detail the cars. But these are the types of things I'll go through before I would put this car on my Facebook page. But the photos are from last year. You can tell the grass is nice and green and all that stuff. But a good example of something else I would show, when we put these cars on YouTube or Facebook, believe it or not, these cars get a lot of attention. So there's a lot of people that like these cars, not only for the retrospective of the car, but they also like the price point. These cars are normally very affordable types of cars to find. Second up, I look at motorcycles too. A 1984 Yamaha FJ 1100. I messaged this person, but I haven't heard back. There's only one photo of the bike, so that's part of the things I do. Here's a nice one, a 1988 Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. When I show these cars on our Facebook group page, get a lot of folks that like these cars. And this is a manual transmission car. It's got 120,000 miles. It looks to be very original type car. Can't really tell if the car has been repainted or not. Definitely the side moldings were armoralled because they normally don't have that shine. But yeah, tires original. Doors look like they align very well. I'm not seeing any overspray anywhere, but it is hard to tell that in photos. He put an aftermarket exhaust system in. I love this car. I really do. It's very popular. And the interior is nice. These seats were like Recaro type seats for its time. Remember, this is 1988, folks, a long time ago. Manual transmission, no airbags. The seat belts are on the B pillar here. They didn't put them on the tracks yet. That came later on. But very comfortable seats. Everything looks very original. The striker plates on the doors and all that look original. I don't see any overspray. Nice looking car. Rear seats are all intact. The mileage shows 120,000 miles. There's the engine bay. It's a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. This has an intercooler, I believe. And the radiator support looks original. Looks like all these labels here are original for its time. Some leaves on the cowl here where the windshield wiper is. So maybe this car is left outside at times. It's very possible the car was repainted because it's so old. But for $8,900, I think this car is worth six. So if I think it's worth six, he thinks it's worth nine. We have a $3,000 gap to close, and this is up near Syracuse, New York. And I would go up there with a trailer and try to put a deal together and take this one home. So this is a really nice car. I'll put this on Facebook group page in a little while, and I like it a lot. A lot of folks will comment that the mileage is a little high. Anyway, that's the second car. Third car. What else did I look for? Oh, the trailer for my motorcycle. A 1986 Ford Escort L. When was the last time you saw one of these? This car's got 43,000 original miles, which is amazing. And it's a manual transmission. So yeah, this is a great car. $4,300. I mean, how can you go wrong? This is out in Long Island, Deer Park, New York. Who knows what the story is on this car, how long the owner owned it and all that. It sounds like he's a dealer. Maybe not. I'm not sure. It had a front fender. It looks repainted or replaced and some dents in there. But overall, it's an honest looking car. Hatchback too, and manual transmission. So this is the type of car I would buy and, give it to one of my kids and say, I'm going to put it in the will that you can never sell this car and make them drive it forever. Yeah, there's no paint work on the sills and all that. What a wonderful car to commute in. Such an easy car to maintain and upgrade and keep it going. It's a pleasure. Look at that engine bay. My goodness. Yeah, it's kind of original. It's got a little rust there, but the labels are there, 1986 Ford Escort L. Wow. Yeah, I might put that on my group page. There's a Ninja 650. Nice. Oh, here's a nice one. 1991 Mercedes-Benz 300E. I've owned two of these cars, and I had an 89 and a 91. And this one here has 20,000 miles. He's asking $28,000. This is in Westchester County. Looks like a private owner. It's in showroom condition. Originally purchased as an investment. Okay, so it's an investment if he sells it for $28,000, but he's not going to sell it for $28,000. Even with 20,000 miles, this car is worth about $18,000 tops. We can find cars like this in Texas with 100,000 miles for like, $10,000, $12,000 all day long. However, this is an exceptional car. I would give the owner that much, with such low miles. It's very possible this person is the original owner. He's got a regular plate on there. Pepe Motors is a Mercedes-Benz dealer, so I know who those people are. So the car is exceptional. It's an exceptional find to have that low miles, but to think that it's $28,000, that's on the high side. These cars still maintain a lot of, maintain these cars. If the air conditioning systems go on these cars quite often, just because they get aged and, lines dry out and things like that. So to repair the air conditioning in this car, I remember I went over $1,800 to get my air conditioning working, and it still never worked the right way. But give credit to the person that's selling the car. The car is a fabulous car. He's just asking way, way too much money for it. So, $18,000, I would consider it, but $28,000, I can find a lot of product out there for $28,000. So I might put this on my Facebook private group page with a caveat that the person's asking way too much money. Here's a real nice one I found this morning. 1976 Ford Mustang. My goodness. Now the Mustang 2 all of a sudden is getting a lot of attention. Even the basic Mustang 2. When I put that on my private group page, we have more people looking at those cars and commenting on it. I'll get 6,000, 5,000 people saying that they love the car. And those are regular Mustang 2, the Gia Coupes and things like that. Here's a COBRA, and it's a manual transmission. It's got all the right colors. He's asking $30,000. This is in Westchester. It's in Rockland County. It's a lot of money. I couldn't see spending $30,000, even though it is older, 1976, but $30,000, I'm not sure bring a trailer can go more than 25 on this car, but it is very desirable and it is something that would give you some type of return if you held this car for 5, 8 years from now, 10 years from now. The car is going to have some value. It's just the starting point. You don't want to start at $30,000 and think you'll be able to get out of this car in 5 years. You won't, because every car needs something. And when you start adding what the cars need, you're going to be up to $32,000 on this car just by just taking care of it. So $25,000 would work better for me, but it is worth around that much money if it's original, no rust, and things like that. And those are the things we don't know. But it is a strikingly beautiful looking car that's getting more and more popular, and the Cobra 2s and the Mustang 2s appear to be undervalued cars right now. And especially, again, the Gia Coupes and things like that, and very popular on my Facebook page. People love the Mustang 2s. So yeah, I'll put that on. I'll put that on my Facebook page later on today too. Here's the last one is the Mercedes-Benz 450 SLC. The SLC is the hard top version of the SL. That top does not come down. It's all one piece. These were very interesting cars back then because they were really, I believe they were a four-seater, a little more comfortable in the back. But they're very stylish. The early 70s is very beautiful. You don't have those big federal bumpers yet. So you have these thin chrome bumpers. And it's a very stylish, very beautiful looking car. And it's quiet too, because once that you don't have the convertible top to worry about and things like that. Most people that own SLs drive them with the hard tops on because it's so much labor to take the top off. It's so heavy. And then the mechanical end of it, of putting the top up, and once it's up in the up position, it's okay. But the mechanics of the car was a little complicated and very heavy duty, and a lot of mechanisms break too on the convertible. So considering that nobody drives SLs with the tops down, here's a SLC with a hard top that never comes off. I like this car a lot. $11,750. He's got some undercarriage photos. If I remember when I looked at this car this morning, nice engine bay. Undercarriage photos are somewhere here. Interiors look, now here it is. So the undercarriage looks very decent for its model year. A little scary that the exhaust system looks original. So you're going to be putting an exhaust system in shortly. The power steering unit and the gearbox and things like that, a lot of times they need to be rebuilt as well with time. An easy car to work on, but it looks like a little rust here in the right side rear wheel well. So if that's rust here, then there's rust elsewhere. So we got to know more about this car. But in this shot here, it looks really nice. So I don't know. But 11,750 is a good conversation price. I'm not sure it's worth that much, but I'm certainly thinking, in an $8,000 range for this car, but it is very pretty. Not too much desire. Oh, I don't know what this is. Did somebody try to take a top off or do something with because this is, I don't know if it's rust, but this is an aluminum piece here that goes around the bottom here. It's aluminum, so it's not rust. It's almost like somebody chipped it away with a hammer or something like that. But it looks like there's some paint work on the car. So there's some telltale sign of paint work here on the rubber molding. So it's very possible that this whole car was repainted, or somebody just tried to touch up this little mess here, whatever that is. But that's a good indication of a car that I might put on my Facebook page and do a more featured presentation on these cars. So that's my day. That's what I look like every day. 10 cars a day on Facebook, 10 cars a day on Craigslist, another 5 cars on Hemmings and Bring a Trailer. And I narrow it down to 4 or 5 feature cars a day. So thanks very much for joining me tonight. I thought I'd take you to the back stage of what I do. To get more information on everything that we do, please just subscribe to our Facebook page, and you can subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. We have 266 subscribers. We just started this a month ago, so we're growing every day. So thank you for your support, and we'll see you again real soon on another Rob's Top Car Picks. Thanks. Have a good night. Bye.